You're only a what if away from a great summer holiday. What if it's Aussie for travel? It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins.
Hello, Friday. Whoop, 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 whoop. Where's our air horn?
I've got one of those.
Yeah?
Hang on. No,
Is it under the desk? Just the Friday air horn.
No, there it is. I got it. Just had to
Perfect.
find it. It's just in my drawer of crap.
Ready to go at any time.
Ready to go at any time. I've always got an air horn.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining the show.
People are already calling us. Our phone lines are already filling up this morning ahead of this being the last day to get on the air with us and grab yourself some tickets to the Perth Royal Show.
Yeah, because every person who's made it to air this week, for whatever reason, calls, phone topic, anything, we've been giving them 4 tickets to the Perth Royal Show and ride passes to go on the Pete and Kymba Power Surge.
If you don't mind, it's going to be very, very good.
I'm going to look up the Power Surge ride and see how it is described so that I can come up with a good, you know what I mean? Because it's hard to explain to people, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
They'll be like, well, it throws you through the air and you swing around a bunch and it's a great time.
Well, actually, you know what you just said there is perfect.
Here we go. It's a high-impact thrill ride. Sound pretty good?
A high impact. I feel like we need to... Hang on. Okay, hang on. Ready? Here we go. Can you just say that to me one more time? Go.
Okay. Power Surge is a high-impact thrill ride. That's better.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's great.
Kenny Loggins makes anything that much more dangerous.
That's solid.
It's a lot of fun, all right? But yes, make sure you get on the air with us today and pick up your tickets to the Perth Royal Show.
Now, Pete, can I just bring something up here? If I were going to write a movie or a book and I were going to sell the plot line for it, I would go with something quite far-fetched like he's the croc-wrangling TV star turned convicted criminal found guilty of attempting to pervert the course of justice after a deadly chopper crash that killed his best mate.
Yeah. That sounds quite familiar, actually.
But it sounds like something you would make up.
It's not made up. This is the Matt Wright investigation, which we're going to see on 7 News Spotlight. Croc Cowboy and Michael Usher from 7 joins us now. Good morning to you, Michael.
Morning, guys. I reckon you're right. I think Hollywood might be casting this one already.
Yeah, this is a big story, Michael. What happened?
Well, there was a chopper crash in 2022, and it was an awful chopper crash. This was in the process of that really wild outbreak practice they've got up in the Northern Territory of collecting crocodile eggs. So a little tiny Robinson 22 helicopter with one pilot on board and a great big sling rope beneath it, and a bloke dangling on the end of it with a crate and a stick, basically. And they land the croc collectors on the eggs, on the nests of the crocs to collect the eggs. Now, this was about to happen. 3 choppers set out, but there was a crash, and one of them went down. The poor pilot, Sebastian Robinson, he was left paralysed and critically injured. And Chris Willow Wilson, Willow's his nickname, he was the egg collector on the bottom of the sling. Seb had to actually release the sling, so he plummeted to earth and he died. So there was this accident. Now, that was tragic in itself, and there was a cause for that crash, which has been investigated, probably a fuel issue. However, a lot of people raced to the scene eventually when they realised there was a crash. Long story short, Matt Wright, who owned the helicopter, it was his outfit, his mates, got charged with perverting the course of justice and found guilty on 2 very serious charges of perverting the course of justice. Basically tampering with evidence to try and cover up allegedly some of the maintenance records, the worthiness of the craft and exactly what went on. And key things went missing, like a mobile phone, memory cards erased from a GoPro. Also, a meter called a Hobbs meter was found to be disconnected in the helicopter, and that shows basically like your odometer in your car, how many Ks it's done, whether it's been serviced and all that kind of stuff. So it was all very suspicious, and police investigated and found him guilty. It was a really rotten act on his behalf. A jury found that he had, tampered with evidence, as the charge goes, and had perverted the course of justice. So 2 really serious criminal charges.
Right. Matt Wright's he's one of these almost, he calls it the croc cowboy, but he's one of these outback wranglers, right?
Absolutely.
We see him on TV and YouTube, and he's made his money and fame and all of that sort of stuff by going out there and wrangling crocs.
Absolutely. Jumps on the back of them. He feeds them, he finds them, he traps them because there's some pretty big rogue crocs up in the Northern Territory and they become menaces, and he relocates them. A really big identity, and made himself a huge name in America as well. As the police have found, and this is the point of our investigation, a joint investigation with the Nightly, and Kristen, our reporter, Kristen Shorten's gone right in and looked at this with the police. They're pretty plain on record. They've gone on camera and said, look, essentially there's two Matt Wrights. There's the Matt Wright that presents himself as the larrikin croc wrangler out there for his Netflix series and his fame. But behind the scenes, we found a very different Matt Wright, and he was acting in two very, very different ways. And, we had no choice but to pursue him criminally because, these were very serious acts here in a really serious chopper crash. So they're painting a very different picture, I guess, from what the public might know Matt Wright as.
Yeah, and I think this is the interest for me, like as someone who's known a bit about him and, watched his stuff, he's been celebrated as a hero, we loved him. So to learn this about him absolutely blew our minds. And 7 new Spotlight Croc Cowboys. So this Sunday night, 8:40, 7 and 7+, and we'll see stuff that we as the public have never heard, Michael.
Absolutely. And look, and remember in all this, poor bloke's paralysed in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. And Willow's left behind a widow and two boys who've just gone past their third and fourth Father's Day without a dad. And those families are really upset at the way they've been treated by Matt Wright and his associates up there as well. It's really sad in that respect. I'm heartbroken for those families, and so were the police and why they took the action. Anyway, it's an interesting insight, that's for sure.
Michael Usher, thank you very much for joining us this morning. We look forward to seeing this on Sunday night.
Beauty, and I'll see you for telethon in a few weeks' time. I'm coming on over.
Oh, can't wait, mate. It's going to be fantastic. Looking forward to having you over here.
I'll have a chat to you then if you like. It'll be great. I can't wait to get there.
Yeah, jump in. Excellent.
See you, mate.
Michael.
Bye-bye.
Right.
The Rapture. That never came, by the way, the last couple of days.
It was meant to be.
No, it was meant to be, I think, 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Well, it depends where you live. Here it was meant to be yesterday.
Well, it could have happened, but we don't know because we're all the ones that are still left.
That's so true.
To be fair.
I never thought of it that way. Oh, God. I mean, I'm sorry. And Jesse Wagstaff's been left behind as well. The captain of the Perth Wildcats is still with us. Hi, mate.
If I'm still left, it definitely didn't happen.
How are you, buddy? You good?
All good.
That's good. Have you recovered from our date last week to Varsity Burgers?
Oh, there was no recovery. I'm still basking in its glory.
It was a sweet date that you went on. Because actually our burger of the month for September at any varsity ends, the 30th of September. So you've only got 4 days to get out there and give it a go.
Next Tuesday.
But Pete did take you on a date and you spent some time together and you ate the 3 sliders and the chips. And I just want to point out, before you even went on the date, how you spoke about my burger. Because Pete's got his Petey's prawn cocktail. Ben's got his cousin cheese, basic bacon. And it's a bacon cheeseburger, isn't it?
You're correct.
And I have this incredible Kymba full of halloumi and packed full of other goodness. And you potted it so badly. This is what you said before you'd even gone out there.
Can I just say that the halloumi burger does not get the juices flowing at all. A bit of rubber on burger is just disgusting.
You say that, but look, you get all 3 sliders on the tray with chips, and then you get a little token where you have to go and vote in a box for which burger you think was the most delicious, and I feel that mine will surprise you. Lots of people have been surprised by my delicious halloumi burger.
But that's because expectation is so low. I'm sorry to come at you so strong here. Because people think it tastes like rubber.
I mean, harsh, mate. Absolutely harsh.
I am man enough to admit that I'm wrong, and I was wrong. It was delightful. It was very, very good.
You enjoyed the burger?
I thoroughly enjoyed the halloumi burger. I'm not a halloumi guy, but it was very good. Pete can attest to that. I was pleasantly surprised.
Because Pete did play me the audio of your date where he said, which one are you going to eat first? And you said, I'm going to go with the worst one first. I'm going to eat Kymba's.
But I stand corrected. It was equal second.
Right?
It was equal second. It was delightful.
Tasty.
It was very good. And it'd been well thought out, I think, as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Well crafted.
Don't feel too bad, Kymba. At least he's not your parents. I was at Mum and Dad's last night.
Yeah.
Jesse, I went and caught up with Mum and Dad last night. They went yesterday and they had the burgers.
Yep.
And
here we go. They would have just voted for their Pete.
No. Well, I've got the audio here. Have a listen to this. I asked him about it. So Dad voted for me, but he didn't exactly do it convincingly, and Mum just sounds confused. This was our chat last night about them voting.
And then I figured, you know what? We busted our ass our whole lives and never got anywhere, mate. The only way to get somewhere is to be dishonest. That's why I voted for you.
And I just looked at Dad and I said to him, "You're lying."
No, I'm not.
You told me that you loved Ben's burger and you're a meat man. And then came to the voting, Dad just flipped. And then I was like leaning more towards Ben. But then I must admit,
I must admit what?
I voted for Kymba's.
Why? You like Ben's more?
Well, no, with yours.
At least Dad's dishonesty got me a vote. Jesus.
Yeah, but I was telling the truth. Well, yeah, I felt for you.
Oh, God. You feel sorry for me.
I felt for you. But then even after I put the card in for Kymba, I walked away thinking I should have voted for Ben.
Okay. You know what, Mum? This dinner sucks.
Your mum has so much heart. She just doesn't know who to vote for because she wants she loves all her children equally.
I'd love
Honestly.
to meet your parents. To be a fly on the wall at your dinner time sounds amazing.
His parents are a delight.
If you play your cards right, you give me a second date, you might get to meet them.
Meet your folks.
But so in the end, you voted for Pete. Right?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it was tough to beat. And he was standing right there too.
I know, this is his tactic.
I've got standover tactics. I'm the Trump of burgers.
Truly are. I mean, look, but go into Varsity, Perth's #1 sports bar. Go and get yourself our sliders, Buns of Glory, because in a little while too, we're going to be voted the king or queen of the burgers because everyone's been voting for the best burger.
Now, Jesse, we'll swing back around and we'll have a chat about the Wildcats. The season has kicked off, but also we've got this absolutely stunning crossover that's happening between us, the Perth Wildcats, and the Perth Children's Hospital Foundation for this thing called the Mighty Cats. Can't wait. Hang on. We'll come back to it in just a moment. Right now, though, Jesse Wagstaff from the Perth Wildcats. Welcome to Triple M.
It does feel like we're hitting the most sport we've ever sported. But,
I love it. I'm having a ball, mate. Honestly.
I get that everyone
So
is
good.
talking about the AFL Grand Final because obviously it's a big deal, right? But I only care about the Mighty Cats.
Of course, the Mighty Cats.
Same.
The Mighty Cats is what it's about. So we're doing this really gorgeous event, which we're really excited about because on the 15th of October at the RAC Arena, one of the Wildcats' home game against the Brisbane Bullets, we're going to have the Mighty Cats team, which is a bunch of kids that are going to come out at halftime and they're going to play the halftime Tyre Power halftime Heroes game. Right, because all these kids have spent way too long at Perth's Children's Hospital Foundation. Mm-hmm. Right, these kids have been unwell, they've had setbacks, they've had illness, they've had so many things going on in their lives, and now they're going to form in a Team Kymba, that will beat Team Pete on the day.
Hang on just a second before you jump ahead too quickly, because I have an ace up my sleeve.
Do you?
I know you and I are meant to be coaching,
Yes.
but Jesse and I are now in a relationship. So,
Jesse, Pete took you on one date. Now he's trying to use your mad skill.
2 dates. That was the
two dates.
That was the second first date.
it was the second first date.
But this is amazing when you see these kids come out and have a go, right? Like they just want the fun and the excitement, and the energy that you have at a Wildcats game is like no other.
That is very cool, and yeah, the true Mighty Cats. So yeah, it'll be phenomenal at halftime. The atmosphere is still alive at halftime, and usually we see the kids give them a high five on the way out. It should be fun.
Yeah.
Do you have any tips? Because I'm like, if we're in the game, and we're down by a few points, do I yell at them? Do I scream get back out there?
Probably not the time or
trying.
place.
No,
Probably
you
not
don't
the time
think
or place.
so?
I'd just
No.
let it ride, have some fun.
Oh right,
Yeah,
okay. You
yeah.
have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
you know,
to be
have
fair,
fun
it's
out
funner
there.
if you win. But
Yeah. See, there you go. That's that winning spirit. Unreal. Fantastic.
It's going to be the best though, because they're going to get their own personal jerseys. Like these kids are going to have their own little singlets, and I'm so looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a really gorgeous day.
You guys are taking on the Brisbane Bullets that night as well. Are we going to win that game? Is it? We're going to make it all a big night of fantastic winning success and
in the family.
Yep.
No, that's the plan.
It feels like that's the plan every match, right?
It is.
Like,
It's
every
way,
game.
as I said, it's way funner when you win. It's way cooler.
So if that was the plan every game, what happened against the Jack Jumpers in round one?
A good little segue there. No, that wasn't much fun because we didn't win. No, it wasn't a great start to the
Do you know what though? I mean, it's a shame you lost because I don't take the team name seriously.
The Jack Jumpers.
Yeah, that just sounds like someone's made it up at a quiz night. You know, it's no Wildcat, is it?
No, Wildcats are way scarier.
Yeah,
Clearly
Jack
not, though.
Jumpers.
Go on,
Clearly
get stuck into the New Zealand Breakers now. Really bring them down. What can we say against them?
Yeah, I was trying to think of some other team names. I think, Jack Jumpers isn't actually.
No, see, Breakers, it's still got something to it. Jack Jumpers,
You're on the bird today, so you're heading over to take on New Zealand, the Breakers.
All done, Zud.
Yep. Good luck.
Thank you.
And we look forward to catching up with you in a couple of weeks' time when you're back, mates.
I'm only gone 2 days. I can catch up with you next week.
No, but we're off.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
and
that.
Pete's
off
playing
next
hard to
week.
get.
Oh, yeah. Stop it.
Ben Cousins, AFL Grand Final after 7 o'clock this morning. You'll join us live from Melbourne. Ben Cousins, who joins us now live from Melbourne ahead of the AFL Grand Final. Hi, Benny.
Good morning.
How
are we, team?
We're good, mate. Has the parade kicked off yet, or is it too soon?
It is too soon, but we're just wandering around Punt Road, actually, seeing how we can get in to try and have a bit of a kick a couple of goals from the deep in the pocket. That's the plan, anyway. And then we'll wander up. So,
Mate, take us there. Describe the feeling for us in Melbourne. I've had the pleasure of being there a couple of times during Grand Final week, and the energy is just palpable. It's just awesome over there.
I totally agree. It is something else. I'm probably a bit biased because I like Melbourne on a bad week. But this is one of those weeks where there's been a fair bit on and a bit of work, but even the work's fun and you get swept in it. And by the end of the week, I think everyone feels like they're just about playing. So. This one's been no different, so I can't wait.
Well, because they reckon it's like a huge number of people that turn out to this parade as well. Can someone tell me what you do? Is everyone just walking around? What's in the parade?
The parade's the Grand Final. I'll let Ben tell you. It's the Grand Final teams, though.
The 2 Grand Final teams come out in cars and, the supporters, football supporters, but the majority of
they wave,
the supporters, both teams. Yeah,
you get to see them.
Is there a Santa? Are they giving out presents?
There was none of that. I'll tell you one thing, though, Benny. I'm glad to hear they're coming back out in the cars. Remember that one dumb year where they decided to send them all down the Yarra River?
And down the Yarra.
Down the Yarra. Kymba, they decided to put them all on boats, send them down the Yarra River, and you couldn't see them.
Oh, I see.
They were so bloody far away from you. It was silly.
That was quite funny.
Hey, considering you've won a premiership, does anything special happen for you on Grand Final day? Do you get special seats? Do you get to go to special rooms? How does it work for you?
Well, not because I played in a premiership, but more because I played a lot of footy and what have you. I get tickets to the game, so I do get an allocation of 2 seats, which is great, and they're great seats to watch the footy in. So other than that, I've got a few functions to go to the morning of the game, but lunchtime it's all wrapped up and get to the game and sit back and enjoy it. Hopefully get in time to watch Snoop.
Is that 2 tickets as well as yourself, or did you have to make your children do chores and work out who's going to be the best child to be selected to go to the game with you?
I have threatened that they're going to be staying in the hotel room to watch it, but no, I've sort of had to do a bit of shuffling to get an extra couple of tickets. So we have managed to get 4 seats together. So we're all together to watch it. Mum and Dad are here, so Dad's obviously got a bit of skin in the game with Long. So we are leaning into the Cats a little bit if push comes to shove to be in Melbourne to see the Cats win one with him would be nice. But I think it's going to be a great game. I think it could go either way. I really do.
Hey, just quickly, before we get to your tips, winner, Norm Smith, all of that sort of stuff, mate, have you seen, because he's been out and about quite a bit, seen a lot of videos of Snoop in the streets of Melbourne. Have you seen him? Have you crossed paths with him?
There's been no sighting, no. I've still got my nose out of joint when my sister bumped into Katy Perry. That was 2 years ago. So there has been no sighting of Snoop, not from anyone I know. But yeah, he has been around. Did you see the footage of him kicking a couple of goals with the Dacos boys?
I did see that footage. You snapped it from the boundary, Kymba. It was amazing.
You don't mind.
Oh, it was so good.
Don't mind.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this is going to go anywhere. It went straight through the middle.
Hey, so your tip for tomorrow, mate. So the Cats and the Lions. The Lions are playing Lachie Neale. He's managed to get up.
Well, I don't like to see anyone miss games of footy, especially grand finals. And I was rapt to see him up. I really feel for Tom Stewart. I can't imagine what he's going through. He's been such a great player, so important to the Cats. But yeah, great to see Lachie Neale play. Yeah, there's always a few hard luck stories grand final time, but yeah, he looks like he's ready to go too, doesn't he?
Well, Ben, don't go anywhere because when we come back, we want to talk to you about...
I didn't get his tips.
Oh.
He didn't tell me his tips.
Well, he sort of said
right,
we're leaning towards the Cats,
all right,
but it could go anywhere.
I am going to go the Cats.
Yep.
I am. Norm.
All right, Pete wants numbers. Pete wants by how
just
much.
tell me the Cats and Norm Smith. Give me a name.
Jeremy Cameron.
Okay, Jeremy Cameron. Right, forward for the Cats, Kymba.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you may.
Kymba, who do you think more importantly?
No, I was going to say, who do I? I'm going for the Cats.
Yes,
but that's just because my best friend follows them, and I want his team to win the sports ball for everyone.
I'm going for the Lions because I like the colours.
Yeah, don't joke. I spent an entire footy season tipping based on the colours of their outfits, and I did it like which team I thought would go better, and I won the footy tipping that
Get
year.
out! Okay, I have to lock that in for a strategy next year.
Well, I'm going to try. I need to try something like that actually because
it worked
by science. Yeah, but it did. I went hopeless.
Well, Ben, look, no, but do stick around because we want to talk to you about something else that we found out about you, that apparently you are now the king of fashion.
I don't know about that, but look forward to it.
Hang right there, mate.
Still with us, Ben Cousins?
Just on the radio. Yes, I'm still here. How are you?
Always. Did someone just come up and ask for a photo in Melbourne there?
No, we just managed to get our way into Punt Road, so we are inside the Oval now, which is pretty cool, the home of the Tigers. So a few of the young fellas are out already doing some training and fitness stuff around the Oval, and the kids are going to have a couple of shots of goal before we go up to the parade. So we've landed on our feet.
That's so good.
Good
That's
one.
so cool.
Yeah.
Ben, something else, speaking of landing on your feet, we wanted to talk to you about something. So a couple of months ago, we had the psychic Samantha Julie come into the studio. And she gave each of us a psychic reading. And we picked on you a little bit because there were a few things that Samantha said that were very obvious, like, you got anything on the 28th of August in Melbourne? And you were going, nah. And it turned out that was the Legends match. There were a few other things that you were like, I don't know, maybe she was right about some things, who knows. We found some audio that we want to bring back for you because this is what Samantha said in your psychic reading.
Is there something to do with you designing a T-shirt at the moment? Because I feel like I'm designing some clothes.
Well, not me, but there's some clothing coming out.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Yes, okay. Because I'm just seeing all this in your auric field, you see. But I get that you're having a hand in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
You cheeky
I haven't
devil.
been very helpful, have I?
No, you did hold back.
That wasn't on purpose. That was just, I know, it was vague.
It's hard to think of it at the time, isn't it? Like when, you're trying to connect dots and stuff like that.
Yeah. And maybe there's a subconscious undertow to try and resist. Of being a bit sceptical. I don't know, but that is strange.
But it's hard to be sceptical when it turns out she's correct, Ben. So it turns out there is a T-shirt. Tell us more about this T-shirt. What is the deal?
Oh, listen, It hasn't come out yet. I did tell my daughter, I said before she arrived in Melbourne, I said, listen, I've got you a couple of T-shirts that you're going to love. It's got my face on the front and back. It's a nice little surprise. She says, I will burn it. If you give it to me, I will burn it, she said.
Now, when you say your face on the front and back, what face? Like just a current photo shoot or?
No, well, it's to do with the football. Street X have been a long supporter and have done a few different T-shirts reflecting back on some of the footy stuff. So they've decided to bring another one out. So, yeah, it'll be a bit of fun. I think there's a few funny social media ads that will be coming out too, which are a bit of a laugh.
What photo is it, Ben? Ben, what photo is it?
I don't want to talk about it, Kymba. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, great.
Until
everyone's wearing it.
Or just throwing it out there, just go to Ben's Instagram because the bloody photo's there.
Instagram, so it is out, yeah. So, yeah. It is, so.
Yeah.
Pete, what is it?
It's the one, it's the one of you with the black eye holding the Brownlow.
Yeah,
for
I had a black
goodness
eye.
sake.
I did have a black eye.
Is it the same photo front and back, the Brownlow?
It doesn't show the back, but it's
okay.
iconic. Oh, hang on. No, it does show the back. No, that is the back.
Oh, okay.
And
the
then
back is the Brownlow
the front
photo.
says Ben Cousins Street X. So,
oh, cute.
yeah, old Gucci
Good on
smoothie
you,
getting
Ben.
it done.
Well, you'll have to tell me what you think of the social media ads when they come out.
Yeah, okay.
That was a bit of a line ball call.
Love it.
Nah, they're rippers at Street X. Gucci smoothie is awesome. Hey, buddy,
He's on it.
We'll leave you to it. Enjoy Punt Road, enjoy the parade, and enjoy the AFL Grand Final, mate.
Where are you going to watch it, Pete?
I love this. I'm going to get up nice and early tomorrow. I'm going to put a slow-cooked brisket on, and I'm just going to be at home just with the fam.
Aw.
So, it's good. Whoever wants to come over, feel free. Yeah. Where are you watching it, Kymba?
I'm doing what all good AFL fans do. I'm going camping
Are you?
when there's no reception.
You don't even
You're
camp.
so funny. You're so funny.
That's the first time I've ever heard you say I'm going camping.
I haven't been camping in a
The
while.
only thing he hates more than camping is football.
See you, Benny. We'll see you when you're back.
Enjoy, guys.
Bye,
See you, mate. Now, we're reflecting on a Dear Kymba that we got yesterday because this Dear Kymba said, look, I'm going to end my marriage. This is where I'm at. Didn't give us any details about why the marriage has gone pear-shaped or what they've worked on, but they've gone, look, I need to get out.
Did it sound a bit amicable to you? I kind of remember there being this thing where they talked it through or something.
Yeah. She said, I'm considering ending my marriage. I have this idea that it will be very civil and that we're both going to be adult about it. So obviously there's been some conversations or something. But after speaking to some close friends that she's told, they have said, look, you need to get your ducks in a row because these things can turn sour quite quickly.
Yeah.
And you think that your partner's going to be the best person ever and then they're not so amicable in the end. Now, when they're saying get your ducks in a row, we put it out to you all as listeners and said, what do you think that means? If you've been through this before, give us a hand. This is what everyone said.
Heavenly, hi.
Good morning, guys.
Oh, thank goodness you're there. Heavenly, you got your ducks in a row. What did you have to do?
I just, before I left, I made sure I was financially well off. So I was working full time at the time and made moves quietly. So only told those I really trusted and gave great emotional support. Not the ones that had anything bad to say, but they were just more empowering, if anything. And to have the conversation with your partner instead of everyone else first. Like, it seems like she hasn't told him she wants to leave, but she's gone to everyone else who's now given her all that bad advice.
And I think that is true. But, well, she hasn't got bad advice yet. It's just that they're sort of saying to her, hey, this could turn badly, get things ready. And I can understand why, because sometimes once you've told the partner, it's too late. Because if they overreact or if things go poorly from there, that's the kind of times you hear where people go, they cleared out my bank account.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to be ready, I think. So we had some other great advice. Someone said that they went to separation.org, where it gives you a bunch of tips on how to handle that situation. And we gave some advice like set up a bank account, change your passwords, work out your budget, that kind of stuff. But someone else said get a lawyer. Lawyer up as soon as you can.
We just happen to have one.
We do.
Yeah, we've got our legal expert, our lawyer, John Hammond from Hammond Legal, joining us now. Good morning to you, mate. Thanks for being here. So how does she get her ducks in a row?
Well, look, there are a number of ducks, if you like to call it that you can have lined up if you're about to break up with somebody.
Okay, where do we start?
So the first thing is get your will in order, because if you've probably got a will where you've left everything to your husband or wife, and if you drop dead, they will get everything.
Okay. Now, is that a given too? Without the will, if you don't write a will, does it automatically go to your spouse anyway?
There are laws which say the bulk of it will go to the spouse, yes.
Right.
So even if you don't have a will, you're in trouble if you drop dead just after you decide to break up with your partner.
Even then,
get your will sorted out is
even
number
then,
one.
if you get the will sorted out, is it ironclad? Like, say, for example, you've got it in there, you've left it all to the kids. Can it be contested?
The will can be contested, yes.
Right.
So it still helps to get the will in order, though, if you're about to break up. The other thing, and people may laugh at this suggestion, make sure you have money in a bank account that you can access. Because often when couples bust up, one will close the authority to draw on the account, and you could be left with not a dollar to access.
So if it's a joint account, one person has the opportunity to close that and stop the other person from accessing it. You don't have to do it together.
Yeah, you can go to the bank and say, I withdraw all authority for this account to be operated. Now, the problem with that is you've moved, you have no access to any of your funds, you can't even afford to pay your lawyer, which is pretty hard.
Right.
So you need to have money in the kitty when you break up.
I think this is a very important part of this. As far as ducks in a row, the kids, right?
Yes.
So how do you get yourself, this is a family with kids, how do you get yourself prepared for that fight that's eventually going to happen?
Well, hopefully you've got a good relationship with your children. At some stage, you're going to need to talk to them that mum and dad are breaking up, if they're old enough to understand that, and try and be as calm as possible about it and tell them that life's not going to change all that much, except mum and dad will be living in separate houses. The most common application before the family court relates to parenting orders. Who has what hours with the children, who has what responsibilities for the children, their education, their health. You need to have a firm goal in mind about how you're going to deal with your children's health, education, and emotional support after the breakup.
I would say that's the reason why most people stay in unhappy marriages too, is because dealing with that is not going to be easy, especially if you're not amicable.
I think it's the hardest thing of all.
Yeah. So you've got the will, the access to money,
the children.
The
other one is superannuation. Make sure that your wife or husband is still not the nominated party on your super policy.
Right.
Because, again, if you drop dead, your partner will get the whole amount. You want to nominate someone who you would like to receive it, but it is all subject to what the family court decides at the end of the day. The family court can go behind every asset and divvy them up according to what's fair.
Even the DVDs?
Yeah, even the DVDs.
Oh, God.
People fight over everything.
What's that? Can I ask you, I don't know if you're allowed to talk about this, but what is one of the things that you've seen that has blown your mind in terms of something that a couple has fought over?
I saw one couple fight over an old red couch, which was absolutely dilapidated, and the same couple fought over frozen horse sperm.
Frozen horse sperm?
Yeah, the horse sperm was from a thoroughbred.
Okay, so that could be worth millions.
Quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
But by the time they had lawyers engaging about the old red couch and the horse sperm, it simply wasn't worth it.
Right. Wow. That's unreal, isn't it?
So my advice to people is take a haircut when you separate.
Yep.
It's better to get out real quick rather than drag it through the court.
Okay. You hear that, Liz?
Yeah, take a haircut.
Is she the one that sent you that, dear Kymba, or what? Things are going well, I promise.
Thank you so much, John. I mean, that is more ducks in a row than we can manage, but hopefully you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, and there's probably plenty more.
We love Weird or Not, and it's time for another one. Rhiannon, hello there.
Hi.
Rhiannon, thanks so much for putting yourself forward at peteandkimber.com.au and telling us that you might be a weirdo. We love it. It's a badge of honour on our show.
No worries. Yep.
What is it that makes you possibly weird?
I don't like potato chips, but I love the seasoning. So I will buy the chips and I will just lick the seasoning.
And then what do you do with the chip?
I don't eat it. I don't like the sogginess, and I kind of just throw it away. I just love the seasonings. I will just lick each chip. I know it sounds really strange.
I love that the only reason it's soggy is because you've been sucking on it. But you wouldn't just eat the chip. You're just not interested in the actual potato part.
No, I really don't like potato chips. I just like the flavorings. Yeah.
Now, Rhiannon, you're outing yourself here in public, but do you do this in public? So, for example, if you're at a party and there's a nice big bowl of pizza shapes, do you grab a handful and then just start licking them and dumping them, or what?
No, this is something I reserve for home. It's my guilty pleasure. I love sitting in front of the TV with my potato chips. I haven't done it in public.
I do this a little bit, but only for one reason, and that's because sometimes my dogs want a chip.
Right.
And I don't want to give them the chips. So I'm like, I'll give them a little bit at the end of a chip, but I'll suck the seasoning off it because I don't want to give them salt and vinegar.
You're giving your dog secondhand chips.
Yeah, because they don't want, you can't just give them any old flavouring and it's too much for their little tiny taste buds. And so I just let them feel like they're contributing and that they're part of sharing a meal with me.
It's like a mum feeding a baby bird.
Yeah, so we do suck the flavouring off the chip. What flavour, Rhiannon? What's your go-to seasoning?
I love cheese and onion and then salt and vinegar. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, S&Vs. I mean, you can't.
Mate. Rhiannon, if you're there with a good cheese and onion chip and there's cheese and onion dip, you must have an absolute field day.
Well, I haven't actually tried that yet.
I sort of feel
Rhiannon.
I kind of feel like you could just open a packet of soup and eat the dry contents of a cheese onion-y type soup.
Yeah, well, people have said, why don't you just get seasoning? You can get some different seasonings. Just
not the same.
It's not the same. It doesn't taste the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you get your own tiny little plate, really, when you do it on a chip, don't you?
Tell us if you think that Rhiannon is weird. 131060, jump in. We have got Perth Royal Show tickets to give away to anyone who makes it to air. So, Rhiannon, you get those too.
Lovely, thank you.
So enjoy that. But stick around and we'll tell you if people think this is weird or not.
Yeah, the Perth Royal Show. It's not every day for a reason. Tickets at perthroyalshow.com.au. Back with your calls in a tick.
Big question that we've all got to answer before we can enjoy our weekends, because we've got to cover all the important gear. Is Rhiannon a weirdo? Rhiannon loves the seasoning on chips, particularly S&Vs, the salt and vinegars.
Yep.
And what was the other one she liked? Cheese and onion.
Cheese and onion. Which is a rip. I love cheese and onion.
But doesn't actually like the potato chip, doesn't like the potato part, so just licks the seasoning off and then throws the chip away. So we want to know if that's weird. Rob, is Rhiannon weird?
Oh, absolutely weird.
Yeah.
You've got to have the chip with the seasoning, and as I said before, it's like going to the spice rack and just necking some spice or seasoning straight out of the jar. You just wouldn't do it. The way you go with packed chips nowadays, with the amount of air inside the bag, that's just even worse.
Yeah, that's so true. They're getting smaller and smaller. And just the fact that, who doesn't like a potato chip?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, when you get a good crunch as well, absolutely. Okay, Leah, weird or not weird?
Not weird.
Not weird.
Right.
No.
Is this something you would do?
No, I wouldn't personally do it, but the extra flavour, especially on chips or a packet of shapes, the best.
Yeah.
I mean, what is this extra flavour you speak of in a packet of shapes? Let's face it, they've been dropping that flavouring from a 50-foot height for the last decade.
It's so true. The pizza shapes, I always remember them having, because the pizza shapes have, you can run your thumb across the top of it and feel it, right? I used to remember them having so much more.
Oh, they
where
were
you could
good days.
scrape it off. Hey, Maddie.
Hello.
Weird or not weird?
Not weird.
Not weird.
I do it with only Kettle's chili chips because they've got the best flavouring on them.
Yes.
But I eat the chip afterwards. So it's kind of a weird or not weird because I like the flavouring, but I do eat the chip after.
How bland is the chip at the end? I mean, I feel like then it's just like you're looking for a place to discard it.
Pretty much, yeah. Got to get rid of it somehow.
All right. Let's take one more here. Tegan, is it weird or not weird?
It's definitely weird.
Definitely weird.
It's
weird.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. I think it is strange. Like, you got to enjoy the whole thing. You got to have the seasoning with the chip. Yeah.
Yeah, there are
It's gotta have
certain
everything.
things, like I can understand people separate like an Oreo, take the middle out. There are certain things that you go, the parts of it can be eaten on their own. And then there are some things that you go, no,
Yes.
it has to all go together at once.
Yeah.
It definitely does. But I do agree, Kymba, with yourself, with licking it off for the dog, the taking the seasoning off. Because
You don't.
I do that as well. Yeah.
Tegan, no, you
Yes.
don't. Really?
You know.
I do. My partner doesn't. He will give the dog the whole chip, but I'll take the seasoning off.
It's too much for their little tongues.
I think this needs its own personal weird or not. Hey,
thanks,
Tegan. Tegan, 4 passes to the Perth Royal Show. You made it to air, mate. Enjoy that.
Amazing.
And
Oh, thank you.
Same goes for you, Rob, Leah, and Maddie. You all get the tickets as well. Hey, that was 2 not weirds and 1 weird.
No, 2 not weirds and 2 not.
Yeah, sorry.
2 weirds and 2 not weirds.
So, like, it's undefined.
What's the general sort of sentiment, text and calls, Brooke? She could. We're very pro-choice on this show. Like,
Rhiannon, I mean, it's like you're not weird enough.
Yeah, well.
So
I know
now,
it's
I
hard.
think what it
That's
does
all
say,
good.
though, is that you can do it in public now. You won't be judged.
Okay. We'll see.
Yep. Yeah. Good luck. Good luck to
Thanks
you,
so
Rhiannon.
much. Thanks
Okay,
for
thank
coming to our show and
you.
telling us you might be weird. We appreciate that.
Thank you. Bye.
Now, if you have something that might be weird or not, you want to test that theory with the people listening to this show, peteandkimber.com.au. Okay, so coming up in just around about 10 minutes, we're going to catch up with some of the cast from Beauty and the Beast, Gaston and LeFou.
Oh, they're so talented.
Yeah,
It's a
extraordinary.
great show.
It's a great show, but we're also going to put them through their paces with a very Beauty and the Beast round of Fill in the Gap, where we get people to sing the part of the song we've taken out. They've got to try and get the timing right for when it comes back in.
They're professionals, so they're actually going to sound really good.
We'll see. Hang around. Beauty and the Beast is on at the moment. It's a stunning show. You and I have both seen it.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. But we also have a few fun things that we do on our show as well. One of them is a segment called Fill in the Gap, where you have to try and sing the part of a song we've taken out and get the timing right for when it comes back in. And we thought, who better to play Fill in the Gap than Gaston and LeFou from the show?
On Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins, we're going to fill it. What? Okay, we're going to fill in the... What's going on? We're going to fill in the gap.
So special edition Fill in the Gap because, Pete, you're hard to beat in this game.
Extremely hard to beat.
You are,
Yeah.
quite frankly, so far the master of Fill in the Gap.
One might say I'm a beast when it comes to this game.
That's a
You know
good
what I
lead
mean?
in.
Yes.
I see where you've gone there.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So we got professionals. We got professionals from Beauty and the Beast, the musical, now currently in Perth. How are you guys? We have got Jackson Head playing Gaston and Adam DiMartino playing LeFou. Thanks so much for coming in.
No, not at all. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks
Great
for
to be
having
here.
us. Thanks for the joke. I loved that.
Yeah.
That was great.
You're very welcome. I'm full of them.
Look, not as much as we loved your show. We both, the musical is fantastic. You both do a brilliant job. We have absolutely loved it.
Thank you.
Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you.
I saw it on Father's Day with my kids, and I was telling Kymba about this. You know, when I was growing up, all my dad ever wanted was a happy Father's Day, and that's what I said to the kids, and I got it that day because they all behaved. And they, like they
He
were
had
all
to ask for it, though. He actually said, Wick, I'm taking you to a nice show, and you better behave. If you go in and you ruin my day, I just want to have a nice Father's Day.
Really good.
Even to the point where there was a lady sitting near us, Erin, who listens to our radio show, and she was like, "Oh, the kids were so well behaved. I floated on out of there like a cloud." You know what I mean? It was great. But it is a stunning show. It's the sort of show you need to go back, see it 2 or 3 times. In fact, on the other side of us, we were sitting with someone who it was her 3rd time seeing the show. She'd been to Melbourne and seen it twice in Perth.
wow.
It's that good.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Very, very
Well,
good.
it is still on until Sunday, the 12th of October, so make sure you go and check it out. Beautyandthebeastmusical.com.au is where you'll get tickets. But until then, we want you guys to show off your vocal prowess by playing Fill in the Gap.
I hope I know the lyrics.
You know the lyrics as well, mate.
So what we do is we play a piece of music and then you take over by singing along. We remove the music. You're just going a cappella and then the music comes back in and we hope that you have nailed the timing.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'm excited.
Okay. So I think we've got Gaston going first.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so
quick stretch.
So good luck,
stretch
Jackson.
it out. So you will both be, your song will be Gaston, right, from the show, okay? Gaston, you will be going first. You're going to hear your part without the gap first, okay? So you can get an idea for the timing.
Yeah.
And then we're going to play you the part with the gap.
Okay, I'm nervous.
He's like, I do this song every day, and yet.
Okay.
All right, let's give him a taste of what it will be like.
Here we go.
I'm especially good at expectorating 3. When I was a
So I guess this is the bit he'll be singing, right?
Yep.
It will be all of this, I bet there'll be no music.
That I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs, so I'm roughly the size of a bug.
And it'll probably come back in about
And it'll
here.
come back in about there, and you'll have to get it right. Okay.
It's really interesting listening to this track too, because our production is a little bit different with the...
Here we go. We've heard
this.
Laying the groundwork.
This will be really fun.
You know, we had this, we had Dolly Parton come in when we did the Dolly Parton show, and we had the actress who was playing Dolly Parton, and we thought, we'll get her to do 9 to 5, was it?
Yeah,
and she
it
was like, oh dear, because this song is slightly different in the timing of the show.
Fun.
It's funny, like, and whenever we have to do something, whenever we're in a rehearsal or something, and someone will say, "Oh, can we just go from this bit?" It's so difficult to start from the beginning or like from the middle of a song.
Yeah,
because I'm like, I don't know. Unless I start from the start, I don't know anything.
We believe in you.
This will be very tricky.
We believe in you. You're very welcome to start singing along before the music goes out. If it helps you get into it, that is no problem.
Yeah, I think I was humming along just then just to see, okay.
No problem. You can start singing as soon as you want,
All
and
right.
then the music will just leave.
Okay, so now you guys know how it works.
On Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins, we're going to feel it. What? Okay, we're going to fill in the... What's going on? We're going to fill in the gap.
Okay, thanks for hanging around. We've been spending some time with Gaston and LeFou from Beauty and the Beast, which is on at Crown as we speak. We've explained the rules of Fill in the Gap. It's now time to play, Kymba. All right,
Okay.
Gaston, are you ready?
No. But we'll do it anyway.
Hear it.
You've got this, Jackson. We believe in you.
Gaston, it's time to fill in the gap.
I'm especially good at expectorating 3. When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large. And now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs, so I'm roughly the size of a... Yes! We were so close.
That was great, though. Wow. I thought you might have been nervous and you added an extra pause there, like you wanted to go ahead with it.
No, I was just wasn't sure when we're coming
back in.
Coming back in.
That's
I would
the
say
point.
let's do a redo, but I'm pretty happy with that otherwise.
I think it was great.
I would be happy with that.
All right.
It was a
Adam,
dramatic pause.
Yeah, that's it.
Adam, you can take your lead then and see that in order to do yours, I guess just keep singing. Don't stop, and we'll just see when the music comes in, it comes in.
And then maybe add a dramatic pause at the end just in case.
Now, it looks like a different part of the song for you.
Okay.
So I'm going to play you the part without the gap. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Every guy here'd like to be you, Gaston, even when taking your lumps. There's no man in town as admired as you. You're everyone's favorite guy. Everyone's awed and inspired by you, and it's not very hard to see why. No one's slick as Gaston.
Sounds like you've got a bit more to cover off.
Okay.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see. But I guess just keep singing your heart out, and when the music rejoins you, it just does.
All right.
All right, you've got a long one. Okay.
Here we go.
But you're LeFou.
That's quite the compliment,
You
Pete.
can deal with it. Yeah. Okay, LeFou. Fill in the gap.
Okay.
Every guy here'd like to be you, Gaston, even when taking your lumps.
There's no man in town as admired as you. You're everyone's favorite guy. Everyone's awed and inspired by you. And it's not very hard to see why. No one's slick as Gaston, no one's quick as Gaston, no one's neck's as incredibly thick as Gaston, for there's no man in town half as manly. Perfect, a pure paragon. You can ask any Tom, Dick, or Stanley, and they'll tell you whose team they prefer to be on.
Very well done.
No, I should have taken a dramatic pause.
That was incredible.
Oh,
That was great.
I mean, it's, as you mentioned, it's tough for you guys because the songs are a bit different performing on stage versus the actual. But that, for that reason, that is stunning.
Gee, if this is a competition, you win. That was incredible.
Do you know, isn't it, even though you know the songs very well and, you know, it's so disconcerting when the music drops out that suddenly you go, how can something I know so well and it's already in my body, I know this rhythm.
Yeah.
And then it instantly just feels like we feel terror when we play this game. There's nothing in it for us, but every single time we go to play it, we feel proper nervous.
We also have a conductor when we're doing it live,
true.
so it also feels like a cheat. If if something was to happen to the orchestra and the mic's cut out, you'd still have the conductor being
Oh, yeah,
like
of course.
you're the captain of the ship, really.
Yeah.
Whereas we're going in blind here.
Well, you both were fantastic. You did an amazing job.
Thanks.
If you think that's good, wait till you see the show. And you've only got a little bit of time left. Beauty and the Beast must close Sunday, the 12th of October. Final opportunity to see the show in Australia. And we get it happening in WA in our little Perth. So final tickets on sale, beautyandthebeastmusical.com.au. Jackson, Adam, thanks for joining us, guys. Good on you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, and Kymba, that's us for a week.
Yeah, we're going on a little holiday, a little break.
Yeah, a little break. We're going to be back October 6th. So looking forward to catching up with you all there. Before we go, is there any final things to say? Anyone you want to thank?
I would like to thank Pete.
Well, I want to thank you. I want to thank producer Brooke.
I want to thank your mum for voting for me in varsity for the Buns of Glory.
You're very welcome.
There's only 4 days left to go and get your burgers, so go and try our sliders and vote for the Kimberleevable.
Yep, absolutely. Or the Petey's prawn cocktail. Don't worry about the cousin cheese. All right, we don't care.
Ben gets plenty of votes.
Exactly. I want to thank God, my parents.
Yeah.
They gave me a lot.
Yeah.
To be able to be here
We're just going
today.
on a week break, mate. We'll be back.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not so sure.
Seems a lot. Have a great weekend.
Yes. Hope to see you at the Royal Show, by the way. I think I'm heading there on Sunday. So
Go and check out our ride, the
yeah.
Pete and Kymba Power Surge.
I'm happy to sign autographs, take photos with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's so
Are you?
kind of you.
Okay.
So big of you.
Yeah, no, I'll do all right. Is there
what are you
anything else to
doing?
say? Or?
Are you just padding?
No, I'm just making it awkward before we go.
Super awkward.
Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins. 6 to 9 weekdays. You can't miss Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins, and you can't miss a great summer holiday with What If. With loads of accommodation options, plus flights, car hire, and things to do. Book your trip on whatif.com or download the What If app today. What if it's Aussie for travel?